I don't know how to start this video. This channel just reached 15,000 subscribers like a month ago. Yay! And I asked you guys to send through your questions to me on this post. But first of all, a celebratory drink. Strawberry milk tea. Good stuff. So this is my first Q&A ever after almost a year of creating content on YouTube. I thought it was about time for me to do a Q&A because I've never really spoken to you guys like this, like properly. And I never really expressed properly how grateful I am to have such an amazing community. You guys are always very supportive and positive and just as enthusiastic as I am about the content that I put out. When I first started posting last year in December, I never thought that I'd be making content regularly. I never thought anyone would watch my videos, so thank you very much for being here. I appreciate you guys. And another reason why I'm making a Q&A is because this allows me to just produce a chill video for this week so I can just really focus on working on a very special video for my first year on YouTube, which is going to be December 24th. Next month. I wanted to celebrate my first year on YouTube by making something special, and I'm very excited to share this little project that I've been working on for months now with you. It is not lore related, but it is Love and Deepspace related, and I'm not gonna tell you what it's about now, but you'll know what it is when I post it next month. So I got your questions here right in front of me, and I'm sorry I won't be able to answer all of them because I received a lot of questions, but I will try to answer as much as I can. The first one is from Pomegranate Seeds 8716. Congrats for 15K. Thank you. I want to know a bit more about you, if you're comfortable answering. Besides your age, and if Angel is actually your real name. Where are you from? I know that you mentioned English is not your first language, so I've always been curious because your English is excellent. First of all, thank you so much for the very kind comment. I am 27 years old, and Angel is actually my real name. That is my actual name. And I am from Indonesia, although I've been living overseas for a long time now. And my first language is Hakka. It's a Chinese dialect. And I learned English mostly from the internet, from watching movies, from playing video games. So thank you for saying that my English is excellent because I am low-key very self-conscious about it, especially when I first started posting online. All right, the next one is from Yeep Yeep. Congrats for 15K. Thank you. I would love to know how you first got into lads, who your original favorite is, and who is your current one. Zane was actually my first main. So, okay, when I first started playing the game in February last year, he was my least favorite because of his English voice. There was something about his voice at the very beginning of the game that was just so distracting. It was distracting me from enjoying his story and his character to its fullest. And then I switched the game audio to Chinese and I fell in love with his character. But since then, his English voice actor has improved a lot. And most of the time I play the game in English. So I love his English VA now. But yeah, up until Silas was released on, I don't know, I guess July last year, he was my main. And now my main is Silas. Alright, the next one is from ZH. Congratulations! To be honest, all your videos are about Love and Deepspace, and I really wish there would be a video where you just talk about yourself. I love your content, and I want to get to know you more since you make things so much easier for us. Aw. That's really nice, thank you! Yeah, you're right. I don't talk about myself. I never thought about making videos where I just talk about myself, because I think people come to this channel because they want to know more about lore, and every time I make videos, the first thing that comes to my mind is how can I help, and how can I contribute, and what can I offer? Well, I've seen some of the questions, so I will be talking about myself a lot in this video, and hopefully that will satiate your curiosity. The next one is from YonaStar13. What prompted you to make content for lads? Give us the lore. Well, there you go, Xavier ZH. So in honor of Xavier ZH, I will go in depth and I will give you the full lore. I first found Love and Deepspace back in 2024, and I was in a really, really bad space mentally because I just spent 2 years in a toxic situationship. Yes, situationship. I had zero self-respect and zero self-worth back then. Now you know I'm messy. And when it finally ended, I was trying really hard to feel like myself again because that whole relationship just sucked the life out of me. I wasn't doing anything. I just stopped doing the things that I love. I wasn't painting, I wasn't reading, I wasn't gaming, nothing. So I basically grabbed anything that could give me my spark back. So video games, anime, writing. I started painting like crazy. And you know the saying, depression hates a moving target or something? That shit is real because slowly I started feeling like myself again, and one of the things that came back to me was my love for creating. I've always loved making things, painting, writing, making videos, and that creative energy just started waking up again. And somehow that led to this channel. Love and Deepspace had a lore and writing that hit me at the right time, in the right way. It showed up right as my creative spark was already just itching to come out again. And when I first searched YouTube and saw no one really talking about the lore, that pushed me even more. And I thought like, okay, if I love this stuff, there have to be other people out there who love it just as much as I do. So I started making the kind of videos I want to watch, and here we are. And at first, I did not even want to show my face, hence why I have these little guys. They were supposed to be me. Originally, I did not want to show my face at all, but yeah, somehow I don't know why I decided that I wanted to show my face. And yeah, that is the full origin story of this channel. And now here we are. Alright, next question. How long does it take you to make one analysis video? You're always very fast and accurate about it, which always amazes me. Wow, thank you. You think I'm fast? I feel like I'm super slow when it comes to pumping out videos. If it's a myth, a world underneath, or a main story breakdown, it usually takes me more than a week, sometimes around 10 days or even longer. And I take my sweet time with those type of videos because I really want them to be thorough and actually be helpful. I always try to structure my videos in a way that makes sense and also breaks down the lore in a way that's clear and easy to follow. So that's why it takes like 10 days. But if it is a theory crafting video, like the 6 love interest video, the MC video, or the protofield one, those ones take around like a week, maybe 8 days. It takes less than 10 days because of the length. Alright, the next question is from Meiku. Will you upload content for other games in the future? What are the other games you're playing recently? I have been thinking about making content for other games, and honestly, I probably will. We will see how things go. And as for what I've been playing recently, I actually haven't played that many games this year because whenever I have a day off, I use all that time to make videos. But in the last few months, I have been playing Wukong, Persona 3 Reload, and in the last couple of days, Where Winds Meet. I have been obsessed with Where Winds Meet, and I have been waiting for this game to come out for 2 years now, and when it finally dropped, it did not disappoint. It exceeded my expectations. So for those of you who don't know, this is the first ever wuxia open world action RPG, and holy shit, it is so good. I cannot believe this game is free. As a hack and slash enjoyer, I fell in love with the story and especially the combat. It is so smooth for a free game. The boss fights are like insane. The world feels like a living, breathing universe, and you can just tell the creators had so much fun making it, and their passion really comes through. You can actually feel it as you play. Wow! What the hell? Woo! Oh my god, woo! I can totally see myself playing this game for a really, really long time. This is like my new addiction. Alright, the next question is from Mayan Yane. Alright, you have a lot of questions, so I will answer as I read. The first one, your favorite love interest and what makes them such a great character? Silas. Silas is my favorite love interest. Short answer is because I have a type when it comes to fictional men. White hair, a little mean and scary, but super soft on the inside. My long answer, what makes Silas such a great character to me is the way he treats MC. I love how he treats her as an equal, and their relationship, their dynamic feels like a partnership, not like a savior complex. So there's this one phone call, I think it's called remote support or something.
There's nothing more powerful than relying on yourself to get your act together. Believe in yourself.
So that one phone call, and then World Underneath 10, where he basically pushes Luke and Kieran to survive instead of giving in. That was the moment I knew this character was my favorite, was gonna be my favorite forever. He doesn't sugarcoat anything, but he gives you the exact push you need. He sees people and calls out both their strength and their bullshit all at once, and that is why I love Silas. And as for your second question, what made you want to start getting into YouTube? Was it just for the lulz? I've kind of already answered this question, but yeah, in the beginning it was kind of a little bit for the lulz. I did not expect anything to come out of me publishing that first Silas video. I was just following my impulses. I was just so excited about the lore, and I didn't have any friends that I could talk about the lore with, and I needed an outlet. I basically just followed my impulses, and I'm glad I did. And your third question, out of the love interest, what was your personal favorite myth to play and why? My favorite myths so far, for now, it would be Xavier's and Raphael's third myth. Both of them answered so many questions about their lore and their timelines, and I just love when the game finally gives us concrete answers instead of just crumbs. But if I had to pick just one, it would be Raphael's, because the pacing in Tears of Ramiro was so good. It did not feel rushed at all. Some myths can feel a little tight because the writers only have around 9 chapters to work with, but this one did not have that problem. It unfolded really naturally, and every chapter landed exactly how it needed to. For your fourth question, if you can cosplay any of the MC Combat outfit, what would it be? Like the Sea God Bride outfit, X01 outfit, etc. Oh, it would be Zane's third myth MC, because just look at her. The face paint, the big ass sword, the gold. This outfit is so pretty, and it is my favorite. I would cosplay as her if I can. And your final question, what is your makeup routine? Please, I need to know how your skin always glows in each video. Thank you. Well, I hate to break it to you, girl. My skin is glowing because I'm oily. My makeup routine is really simple. If you really want it, hold on. Let me grab the products for you. Alright, first I always start with skincare, which is toner, serum, moisturizer, and then I start with this Can Make makeup base and also sunscreen. Can you see that? I hope you can see it. And then I go in with this cushion foundation. Can you see that? Dude, I feel like an influencer. Yeah! This is a cushion foundation. It's really light. It doesn't have that much coverage, but I don't like heavy makeup anyway, so this works for me. I don't know why I chose this one. I think because it was cheap. And then I set that foundation with this Can Make marshmallow finish powder. Wow, that's what it's called. But this is the most expensive thing that I have here, and this is the thing that makes my makeup stays all day. This thing is fucking magic. It makes your pores disappear. So get this. This is good. And then I just curl my eyelashes, and I use this Can Make mascara. Off serum mascara is what it's called. I love Can Make products. They last all day and they don't break me out. I have really sensitive skin, and that's it. The rest is just blush. I got a Judy doll blush and this really old eyeshadow that I need to replace. I use this to like draw my liner, and then I go in with this lip gloss from Judy doll. I am trying to find the English name for this product and I can't find it. 注朵镜面水光唇落. What? Mirror gloss? Lip gloss? If I can find the name of the product in English, I will put it here. But yeah, that is basically my makeup routine, and I don't use a lot of products because I don't want to spend that much money on makeup. And the reason why I'm so shiny is because I'm oily. So don't let the cameras fool you. My skin is not that great. I have very sensitive skin and I break up very easily. So that's also the reason why I don't use a lot of products. I don't want to break out. All right, next question is from Hannahbread-E3S. Congratulations on your 15K. Thank you. I'd like to ask, what's your most favorite story arc in the main branch, and what's the most difficult and craziest theory you have made or not have been uploaded yet? Your videos are so interesting and very entertaining to me. I hope you can always get every favorite Zane and Silas card in first pull. Lately, my pulls have not been that great, so I really needed that. Thank you. Thank you so much. My favorite story arc in the main branch has to be Death and Rebirth. I was literally on the edge of my seat the whole time. I love the pacing, the tension, and especially the reveal that MC is basically a cosmic being trapped in a body. That storyline changed everything for me, and it felt like the writers finally showed us the real scale of the world. And also because Death and Rebirth confirmed so many of my theories, so that made me really happy. And as for the craziest theory I've made, it has not been uploaded yet. So this has been sitting in my drafts for months, ever since I made the Death and Rebirth Part 1 video, and I'm kind of low-key scared to post it because it feels a little bit too tinfoily. So basically, in the Death and Rebirth Part 1 video, there's a section where I talked about how reincarnation is not linear. It's not a simple past, present, future cycle like most people imagine reincarnation to be. So this unreleased video basically dives into how the game's themes line up with Hawaiian Buddhism, especially the concept of Indra's net of jewels, and why I think the writers were inspired by this sect of Buddhism. I went down a huge rabbit hole for this. Like, I actually read parts of their sutra. It was insane. And I found some very specific lines that connect directly to the whole fragmented consciousness thing that is mentioned in the in-game article. And what I found while I was researching for that video, while I was going down this rabbit hole of just reading their sutras like a fucking maniac, what I found actually lines up so well that it actually supports this idea, this theory, this ongoing theory that I've had for a while, that all of the main characters might be bodhisattvas, or in simpler terms, gods, operating across multiple worlds and timelines. The whole point of the video is basically me figuring out where the writers are taking their inspiration from. And the draft for that video is basically done. I just haven't posted it because I'm a little scared that it might come off a little bit too tinfoily. But if you guys want to see it, let me know, because I might drop it. I don't know. We will see. All right, next question. It's from Fayitza622. Okay, I'm gonna be a little weird. It's okay. You can be a little weird. Aside from how are you making your videos and how do you come up with good theories, I also have one question. How do you have such great taste in music? Basically, many times you make your videos, you put classical music pieces in the background, and aside that, I am still learning. I was wondering if you have a somewhat music background. You know, like, do you play any instrument or so? Okay, so if you are asking me how I make my videos in terms of like my workflow, if it's a main story update, a myth, or a world underneath chapter update, I always enjoy it first. I let myself just experience it as a player. And then the next day, I go full analytical mode because, well, I have to make videos for you guys. This is where I brainstorm, I write notes, and sometimes I even transcribe the entire myth or story. It helps me make things clear for myself and build the foundation of the video. What I want to highlight, the themes, the connections, all of that. This is also the phase where I come up with conclusions or theories. So I guess that answers your second question about how I come up with theories and ideas. And once everything is clear, I record and then edit. And all of this usually takes about a week, maybe more, 10 days or more, depending on the video. As for your third question, thank you. That's really nice. I am honored. I don't have a formal music background, but I've been playing the piano since I was 12, and I've always loved classical music. And a little fun fact for you, sometimes, not always, but sometimes the classical piano in my videos background is actually my own playing. If it is a simple melody, and if it's not too complicated, if it's like a simple Chopin nocturne or something, it's probably my playing. All right, the next question. Besides gaming, do you read? And if yes, what do you like to read? Favorite books? Yes, I do read. I read a lot, from all kinds of genres and media, from actual books to manga, manhwas, even fanfics. So in terms of actual books, I really love authors who explore philosophical, psychological, or theological ideas. My favorite books are Crime and Punishment by Dostoevsky and The Master and Margarita by Mikhail Bulgakov. I don't know if I pronounced his name right, but those two are my favorite books. Alright, next question. What other games, otome or other genres, would you recommend for players that enjoy Love and Deepspace style of sci-fi, piece-by-piece storytelling? Ooh, okay. I will be honest. In my opinion, there aren't any other otome games out there that reach Love and Deepspace level story-wise. So my recommendations will not be otome. But if you like sci-fi, if you like emotional narratives and lore that unfolds piece by piece, I would recommend Nier, either Automata or Replicant. Either version is good. If you enjoy sci-fi that's philosophical and existential, you have to play Nier. This game is one of those stories that quietly digs into you. It's emotional, it's beautiful, it's stunning, and the writing rewards you for actually paying attention to the story. The next ones I would recommend would be Persona 3 Reload and Persona 5. These are not sci-fi, but the storytelling is incredible. Persona 3 is actually my favorite game ever. I played the portable version with the female MC back in middle school. I think this was back in like 2011 or something, and it literally changed my outlook on life. The newer remake, Persona 3 Reload, came out like last year. Same plot, better graphics. If you enjoy slow character development and lore that builds over time and stories that hit emotionally, both Persona 3 and 5 are perfect. They don't have a female MC though, but I don't care about that. A good story is a good story. The next ones would be Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth. They basically took the OG 1997 story, but with parallel timelines and fate doing weird shit. You can play without knowing the original, but it is way more fun if you do, because you will notice every little twist and change. The next one on my recommendation would be Baldur's Gate 3. Do I even need to explain why? I played around 700 hours of this game, and if I wasn't running this YouTube channel, that number would honestly be way higher. If you haven't played BG3 and you have the means to, if your PC can't handle it, if you have the cash to buy it, play the game. And the last question, what would you like to see out of Love and Deepspace, and what will keep you as a long-term player? Congrats on 15K. Thank you, Darian. Honestly, I just want them to update the main story a little more frequently instead of once every 6 months or more. That is my selfish desire. But also, like, I get it. High quality stuff takes time, and I respect the hell out of the work that goes into it. But yeah, if they dropped main story updates a bit more often, I would be feral. And as for what will keep me as a long-term player, I already see myself playing this game for years. One of the reasons I started playing Love and Deepspace in the first place is because it's a gacha. I went into it knowing there's no real ending, so the world and the characters will keep expanding. And yeah, that's one of the reasons why I chose to play Love and Deepspace. I was looking for a game that will keep me company for years. That is the appeal for me. I like knowing this universe is something I get to grow with over time. So yeah, I am here for the long run. And that's it, guys. That's it for the Q&A. I'm sorry I didn't get to answer all of your questions. Like I said, I received a lot of questions and it's impossible for me to get through all of them. Right now in game, we have a Raphael solo banner going, and honestly, I'm a little anxious about whatever the hell they're gonna drop after his banner ends. Dude, I want a main story update so bad. It's been more than 6 months. At this point, I'm like begging on my knees. But yeah, guys, it felt a bit weird filming without a huge lore narrative to dissect, but this was actually really fun. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for being here and for always being so supportive. I love this community so much, and I can't tell you how grateful I am to just have this. So yeah, thank you. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.